Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Scorched Earth, and I wanted to show you in this video how to control the weather and the commands that you can use to actually control the weather events that are happening inside of Scorched Earth, because sometimes, I don't know, you don't want to just deal with some of the shenanigans that Scorched will throw at you, because there are 4 major weather patterns that happen. You can get the benefit of rain, which isn't very common, it feels like. You can get the superheat weather event that destroys generators. You can get the desert sandstorm that will actually cause, vision problems and inability to move and high stamina drain for literally everything, which sucks. It's kind of terrible. And then you also get the, I believe it's the electrical storm is the last one. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you with the command set to actually control all of these. They're pretty simple. You just need to know which ones to select and then how it actually works, because there's a time delay for some of them. So if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and type it in at the bottom of the screen so you can see it using the tab icon. And if you hit the tab icon, you can actually type in the generic commands that you're looking for. So if you're looking for Sandstorm, you can type in Sandstorm. Now, there are a few Sandstorm commands. There is a CC Sandstorm, Sandstorm stop, and then Sandstorm begin. So if you type in CE space Sandstorm begin, it's actually going to begin the process to start a sandstorm. Usually it's going to come from that direction, and then the jerboas are all going to freak out and be like, oh my goodness, we have major problems, so on and so forth, and blah 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 blah. But that's going to cause a sandstorm to start. Now, the sandstorm is the slowest of all of them when it comes to actually starting it, because as you can see off in the distance, you've got that like a cloud, right? So it's going to roll in from one direction, and then it's going to cross the entire map. And then there is a almost identical command to the one that we just typed right there, and it will actually cancel out the sandstorm. Now I'm going to go and show you that, but I want the sandstorm to come through, so I'm not going to show you it. So I'm not going to hit enter on it. I mean, so sandstorm, and if you go to sandstorm, see how it says sandstorm begin, you can stop underscore sandstorm, and that'll actually prevent the sandstorm from showing up. You can also type in start sandstorm, and that will actually begin the process to start one as well. And you can go ahead and I'll go ahead and show you, right? You can see that CE start sandstorm is a valid command, and it'll actually go through all those commands that are usable. So there are other ways to type it, but that's probably the best one that you can use for sandstorm. Now you just hit sandstorm end when you're ready for it to end, and you're good to go. Now, the next thing that you can do is there are heat waves that you can actually activate using the spawn commands. If you type in heat, you can open up your thing. You can type in the heat wave, just like you see right here. And then there's start heat wave, stop heat wave, and then superheat is also a thing that can happen. So if you want to do it, you just have to type in CE superheat space 1. And that will actually begin a superheat, and you can see that I am getting underground is what it's telling me to do, because it's hot out here, and it actually turns the earth, the fire going, blah, 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 whatever you want to say, right? It's 171 degrees. There's not really much you can do to survive something like this. So you have to get indoors, because the amount of pain that your character and damage is going to take is kind of wild, right? Now, if you want to remove this, you would just do the same thing. Just type in heat, and then you can actually go to stop superheat, and that'll actually cancel out that command for you, which is quite useful, obviously. And then if you wanted to stop just regular heat in general, you can type in heat again. Oop, I just typed in heat. Heat wave is not what we're looking for. We want to do stop heat wave, and that will cause a heat wave to stop existing on the island or the map itself. So those are the commands for that one. Now, if you wanted to, again, you can type in start underscore sandstorm. Why it's not showing up right now? It's really kind of frustrating that it's not. So I've done all these commands, and it's just, I did it like 10 seconds ago, but it is what it is. So if you're not getting it to work, the other command that I know works, it just starts the generic cycle for it is CE sandstorm. And then just once you're in the sandstorm, type in 1, and it'll actually, you can see how it kind of like changes that whole scenery, because it's about to begin a sandstorm. It may be because I just activated one why that one's not working, but it is what it is. So if you type in, let's talk about electrical storm. So if I type in electric storm, you can see CE electrical storm. Now this is something that also does come in over time. So you have to put a transition time for it. You can type in 0, and it'll put you immediately into a electrical storm. And it's basically just going to send the electrical storm in and knock your generators out. So that one is going to cause that specific problem for you, and it sucks, right? The electrical storm causes big problems, and yeah, not fun to have to deal with. But if you type in electrical storm again, you can type in CE space stop electrical storm, and it'll immediately stop the electrical storm that you're going through. Now it'll actually like transition slowly away. It's not like an immediate halt, so that's how that one works. Now, the last one that you can actually do is rain. Now, rain is not, it's, you can see CE stop rain is one of the commands, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it to rain, so you can see, did they remove it for me? I think they may have removed it. Maybe they did. Let's see, I'm gonna scroll up. No. Nope, it's not gonna do that for me. So usually you can go in wherever it says stop, you can click start, and then it'll actually run a rain command for you, and that's how you would do it. But if you want to stop the rain command, you can type in rain and then see stop rain. So that is how you can like literally control all 4 of the different weather schemes that are going on. Go ahead and go up just so you can see. But it looks like the Sandstorm might or might not have been canceled out by like the 30 commands that I just entered. But you can use those commands to stop and begin the actual storms that exist, and the electrical storm will come through. And it's probably because you can't activate any of them at the same time in the process, right? You can see that there's some clouds. Oh my goodness, it's frustrating. So there's an electrical storm with all that. There it is. You can see all the chaos that's going through. I was just in the wrong part of the map for it. So you can see that the electrical storm is still passing through. But that is actually how you activate and change the weather using commands. If you're thinking of the 4, basically those 4, just so you can kind of, the things you want to type in order to see it again. You got rain, just type in rain, that'll help you find that one. Electrical, you can type in that one. Sandstorm, and then superheat. Now those are the 4 types of storms that you can use to control the weather patterns over on this game. So hopefully you utilize those to the best of your advantage. But hopefully this video helps you out. If you don't mind, smack that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. All right, Teach out.